The history of the Corvette and all of its awesome concept cars truly intrigue me. The crazy stuff they tried, the awesome designs, and how all of these concepts foreshadowed what we have today with the C8 Corvette. Today, we'll be looking at yet another piece of GM history with the Chevrolet XP-880 Astro II. This was a sleek and purposeful concept car unveiled in 1968. So let me tell you all about it. The story of the XP-880 begins amidst a whirlwind of change for Corvette. The C3, with its revolutionary Mako shock-inspired design, had been in production for just over 6 months. Zora Arkus-Dantov, the father of the Corvette, was a staunch advocate for a mid-engine layout, believing it offered superior handling and weight distribution for a true high-performance machine. However, in 1967, Dantov underwent surgery, leaving a temporary leadership void. This opened the door for Corvette engineer Frank Winchell to champion his own mid-engine vision. Aware of Ford's development of the mid-engine Mach 2 concept, Winchell saw an opportunity to push the boundaries for Chevrolet. He assembled a team led by engineer Larry Nice, tasked with designing and building a functional mid-engine Corvette prototype. Nice, along with the styling department, focused on creating a practical design that retained the essence of a Corvette. The result wasn't an over-the-top futuristic concept, but rather a purposeful evolution of the C3. The XP-880 wasn't a ground-up design. Necessity, as always, was the mother of invention. To keep costs down and expedite development, the team borrowed parts from existing vehicles. The front suspension, for example, utilized components from the Chevrolet Camaro, a proven performer in its own right. The rear suspension, however, was a bespoke design, featuring large bulk sections as upper wishbones and Corvette-like trailing arms. For the most crucial element, the engine, the team opted for a 427 cubic inch L36 V8 engine, a powerhouse synonymous with Corvette performance. However, to fit the mid-engine layout, they ingeniously flipped the engine 180 degrees. This allowed the engine accessories to hang over the top of the transaxle instead of being cramped between the engine and the firewall, which is a common space constraint in these layouts. The radiator, now positioned at the very back of the car, received cool air through strategically placed air intakes on the sides of the rear deck lid. Then, for the transmission, the team opted for a 2-speed automatic transaxle sourced from the 1963 Pontiac Tempest. This 2-speed unit would handle all of the 400 horsepowers and send them to the rear wheels. But there was a problem. This transaxle was out of production and not readily available. But it's a concept car, so that's fine for now. But let's continue. Now, while functionality was paramount, the XP-880 wasn't devoid of visual appeal. Designer Larry Shinoda, a Corvette styling legend, ensured that the car retained a clear Corvette identity. The pointed nose, reminiscent of the C3, flowed into familiar fender humps that echoed the Mako shock inspiration. The sugar scoop roofline, another Corvette signature, complemented the cohesive look. However, the XP-880 wasn't simply a C3 copycat. The mid-engine layout necessitated a lower profile, achieved with a roofline that dipped dramatically towards the rear. This, coupled with the absence of a traditional front grille, gave the car a more streamlined and futuristic appearance. And when looking at this car, this would look like a mid-engine version of the C3 Corvette. It really fits the company's design cues, and if I'm honest, I love this thing's design. Now, the car was completed in February of 1968. The XP-880 underwent rigorous testing at Chevrolet's proving grounds, and initial reports were positive. Testers were impressed with the car's handling and performance. The XP-880 exhibited promising cornering capabilities, generating 1G on wide street tires, a significant achievement for that era. Everything was looking great. However, the car's true test was on the public stage. With the New York Auto Show looming in April of 1968, Chevrolet realized that they needed a response for Ford's Mach 2. The XP-880 wasn't quite ready for prime time. In a last-minute effort, the team quickly prepped the car for the show. It received a coat of fire frost blue paint, interior detailing, and a new name, the Astro II. This name referenced the space-age design elements and evoked a sense of futuristic performance. Now, at the New York Auto Show, the Astro II shared the spotlight with the Ford Mach 2. Both cars represented a glimpse into the future of American sports cars, but the Astro II arguably stole the show. Its sleek lines, lower profile and familiar Corvette cues garnered significant attention from the press and public alike. Car magazine journalist Carl Ludwigsen later compared the two cars in a 1969 issue, highlighting the Astro II's more polished and cohesive design. However, beneath the dazzling exterior lurked the Achilles heel of this car, the out-of-production transaxle that we touched on earlier. General Motors simply didn't have a suitable high-performance mass-production transaxle ready and available, and developing a whole new gearbox for a concept car just didn't seem feasible to the higher-ups at the time. You see, despite its positive reception, the Astro II never went into production. This was because of the success of the C3 Corvette. You see, the C3 was selling exceptionally well, and Chevrolet saw no immediate need to introduce a more complex and expensive mid-engine model. To end it off, the XP-880 Astro II might not have been the mid-engine Corvette of the 1960s, but its legacy is undeniable. It served as a crucial stepping stone in the evolution of America's sports car. The car showcased the potential of a mid-engine layout for superior handling and performance, and the Astro II also laid the groundwork for future mid-engine Corvette concepts, much of which we have already covered and some of which we will cover soon, like the rotary-powered XP-895 and the CERV. So if you would like to see any of those videos, just go to my channel and watch them after this one. Anyways, if you guys enjoyed this video, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel, and if you guys did like it, you'll most like most of my other stuff. So just go through my channel, see if there's something else you like. I'll check you guys in the next one. Cheers, eh?